Hello, hi, and welcome. If you are new here, my name is Sarah, and this is Wicked Reading. So it is actually already Sunday, May 5th. I should have started this May 1st, but here we are. So we are officially in the carnival. We are stuck in the carnival for Escape the Readathon. If you haven't heard about it, I will have the announcement video linked down below, but it's pretty much a month-long readathon hosted by Lexi from Books with Lexi. She created this readathon and it's super fun. It's a team-based readathon. I'm one of the co-hosts for Game Jester's team alongside Cassidy from Covers with Cassidy, and the whole idea of this readathon is to be the first team to escape the carnival, and to do so we have to unlock buildings based on prompts, and then we get into these games in which we have to complete to get tickets. And then the first team to get enough tickets will be the crowned victors and leave the carnival. So that's the whole goal and objective. So I have some updates because obviously we're on day 5. So I won't share any of my team strategies because there's 10 buildings that correlate to prompts, and no team is going to complete all of the buildings and all of the prompts. So not everybody's going to end up reading for all of the prompts. So I don't really want to share my team strategy, but I will say I did finish one book already, and I read The Cotton Candy Massacre Part 2. It's by Christopher Robertson, and I really did enjoy it. It is the sequel to The Cotton Candy Massacre. I gave The Cotton Candy Massacre 5 stars. I really liked it. It's a very zany slasher that reads so cinematically and like a B horror film, cheesy lines, tropey, cheesy goodness, and it has killer clowns in it. And I really, really enjoyed the first one. The first one is on the longer side, but I think that is intentional. So you actually care about the characters, because we do end up getting a lot of characters in the first book. But this one is so much shorter compared to the first one, and it kind of just jumps right in to where the last one left off. And I did enjoy this, but I didn't enjoy it as much. I still really liked it. It's very much kind of like a popcorn read, fun time, goofy time, don't take it too serious, but there was some scenes that I didn't like. There was a particular scene with a dog that I just really could have done without and did not want to read. But I did, so it kind of threw me for a loop, and I don't know, I just didn't feel as connected to all of these characters. There is a character from the first book that is, well, there's technically 2 characters from the first book in this one. I do really like the main one that we follow, but we got introduced to a lot of other characters, and I guess I would have maybe liked to know more about them. I don't know. I think it's just hard because, again, the first one was long and we really got to know the characters from that one. And then this one, obviously, even the new characters, we don't get to learn as much about. We just kind of, they just happen. But it was still very cinematic, still a really fun time, fun read, quick read. And yeah, so I logged this for a building. Said building has been unlocked, and my team just got into a game last night, and I'm so excited the way that this game is set up. It's so cool. I expected just to get 2 prompts like we did for last year's Escape the Readathon. Every time you got through a room, you would get 2 prompts, and only one of those prompts would actually like get you through that room and like unlock the door. But this was not 2 prompts, so it really surprised me. So I am in the middle of 3 books. I am currently in the middle of Grey Dog by Elliot Gish. I am listening to the audiobook. I started this physically and then I switched to the audiobook, which I do like the audiobook. If I'm doing a historical book, I like audiobooks. I don't know what it is. The narrators tend to project the historical essence, you know what I'm saying? So this is a historical horror. It takes place in 1901/1902, and we follow this woman who is like a spinster, a teacher. So she is kind of a little bit of an outcast, and she just starts to witness weird things around the new little small town that she's being the teacher for. A lot of weird things in nature, and she keeps seeing things and then they would disappear. So there's that. In the midst of this, she is also getting flashes of her memories and some of her past with her sister and her father. There's definitely some darker stuff that went on in her past that we don't like fully know, but we have a pretty decent idea. I'm pretty far into this actually. I'm like 75% of the way into it, but I am setting this aside for the next 48 hours because I'm going to focus on some other books. But I am in the middle of this and I definitely should finish it by the end of this vlog. So my main physical read focus currently is Foe by Ian Reid. This was a 5-star prediction for me. I love Ian Reid's writing and I didn't know anything about this book. I had heard that there was like bug horror in it. And like there are beetles on the cover, so it makes sense. I will say I am like 50% of the way in. Nothing too buggy has happened. There's been some, but nothing too buggy has happened, but that's okay. I went into this knowing nearly nothing, and I think that that's really the way to go in. All I would say that this is about is there's this couple that live in a very isolated area, and they get approached by a stranger that says the man, his name is Junior in this couple, that says Junior has been selected to potentially go on a very exclusive, faraway trip. And that is all you should know going into this. So far, I am absolutely loving it, but I'm so like confused in the way that this book is just so subtly unsettling. Like everything is just subtly uncanny. There's something going on, but you have no idea. So you just want to keep reading. The chapters are super short, which also makes me want to keep reading. This would definitely also be a popcorn read in my eyes. It is just very addictive and I just need to know what is going on because I have no idea right now, but I'm enjoying the confusing ride so far. I'm really enjoying this. Really like Ian Reid's writing and it's very addictive. And I need to know what happens. So I really want to try to finish this today. So that's my main focus for physical reads. And then since we entered this game, I did also decide to start Two Twisted Crowns on audiobook. So I'm hoping I can get through this through the audiobook since I was not going to listen to the rest of Grey Dog. Let's see where I'm at so far with this one. I truly hate how Audible does not give you a percentage of the book that you're through. Okay, but I am on page 56, chapter 8. I'm not very far into it yet, like at all. So I'm probably only like, I don't know, 10% of the way in maybe. But at 2.25 speed, there's only 5 hours left. So I'm hoping I'll be able to finish that. I should. I mean, my commute alone is 2 hours and I'll probably listen to it while I do some chores around the house and all of that. So I'm hoping in the next day, which is quite a goal in the next day to finish these two. We will see. If I don't finish this one, honestly, that's okay. Whatever I get done with this one is pretty much where it's going to stay. So we're going to just read as much as we can of this. So those are the reading plans, at least for the next day. We'll see how far we get there, and then I will move back to Grey Dog and pick up another physical book. I don't know what yet. Yeah, sorry, that was long. I'm trying to play catch up. I should have been vlogging for the past 4 days, so my apologies. I did have my first live stream last night, so if you were there, thank you so much for showing up. It felt so different. I enjoyed it, and I think as I do a few more, I'll be even more comfortable. But yeah, I felt a little bit awkward. It's just very different. I told Lexi this after, I felt like I reverted back to when you first start filming videos in general. It feels so awkward, so weird, so strange, but I'm very comfortable filming now. But I felt like I kind of reverted back when I was doing live and I felt all those awkward feelings again. But apparently it didn't really show, so I'm glad for that. But I was feeling internally a little bit awkward, but I absolutely loved being able to chat with everybody live, so I can't wait to do it again. And yeah, as I do more, it'll feel more natural and I'll be able to, I don't know, feel more comfortable and be a little bit more of myself, hopefully. So thank you again, anybody that showed up to the live stream. Super appreciate the support. It's very intimidating to have so many people watching you live doing something for the first time, but I feel like it went pretty good. And again, as I do more, I'll be even more comfortable, be even more, feel like I could be even more myself in real time. It's strange at first. So again, I really appreciate everybody that showed up, everybody that commented in the chat. That helps a lot to be able to interact with people. So yeah, thank you if you showed up. And if you weren't able to make it, there will be more throughout the month. I will also pop into other people's lives as well. So super, super long intro out of the way. I'm gonna start reading. It is the next day and my team is officially out of the game that we were in. So for the game, I did end up finishing Foe by Ian Reid. I ended up really enjoying this. I'm going to give it 4 stars. Ian Reid just has such a unique way of writing that keeps me so interested the whole time because like I said before, it's just so subtly unsettling and you just know that there's something going on, but you just don't know what it is. I will say I do think I still prefer, I'm thinking of ending things over this one, but I do think that this one was really good, really solid. Definitely a popcorn read. If you're looking for a popcorn read, I recommend this one. As far as the bug horror goes, no, there's really not bug horror. There's a couple of scenes with some beetles, but really, really nothing. So bummer on that front, but that's okay. The story was still really good. 4 stars. Then I was actually able to finish 2 Twisted Crowns. And I did enjoy this as well. I will admit, I listened to the audiobook faster than I have ever listened to another audiobook. So some of the story might have gone over my head a little bit, but I was present enough to grasp mostly what was going on. I did enjoy this one. I think I'm going to give this one 4 stars as well. The romance that I didn't like in the first book definitely took a backseat in this book. There is still romance, but it's involving different characters, and I preferred it in this book because it was less insta-lovey feeling and more just 2 people being attracted to one another. So I actually preferred the relationship in this one a little bit more. And I don't know, I liked the characters that we focused on in this one. So I did end up enjoying it. So now my team is moving to a different prompt. We are prioritizing a different prompt now. So I will jump back into Grey Dog by Elliot Gish. Like I said, I'm about 75% of the way into this, so I will finish the audiobook and I will just come back with my final thoughts on this one. But for my physical read, I'm going to start The Woods All Black by Lee Mondello. This is a short novella, 150 pages, so it's on the short side, and it deals with a transgender man who works for this nurse company, some type of company that sends nurses out to kind of isolated areas, small towns, in order to make sure the people there have health stuff, so like vaccinations and helping people birth children and everything while they're there. So that is pretty much the setup for this story. And the main character is a transgender man, so I'm assuming a lot of transphobic issues are going to come out of this, and it is listed as a horror, so I don't really know what direction the horror will take, but it's definitely going to have some creepy small town horror going on, so I'm really excited to get into this. This is one of my anticipated reads for the Q2 releases, so I am really excited to get into this one. I hope that there's good body gore in it, but we shall see. And then, so otherwise, I have some packages. Some people ordered some books for my Pango shop, so I have to package those up, so I'm going to do that right now. I also really need to journal very badly. I have not even finished my April wrap-up spread with my statistics and all of that, so I have to do that, and I still have to do my May spread for the calendar, for Escape the Readathon, for everything. So I definitely need to journal. I'm hoping to do that either later today, maybe tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling after I get through some other stuff that I have to do. And yeah, so that's the plans moving forward, is to continue reading, continue listening, and journal. Okay, I'm at my journaling desk because I'm going to start journaling here in a second. But I have a Joann haul to share with you guys with a bunch of journaling stuff. So I went with the readathon in mind and trying to find some stuff that I thought would match the vibe of the readathon. But then I ended up getting a bunch of other stuff too. So first is not a crafting item at all. They had these really cute metal beetles and I just really liked it. So I decided to buy it. I thought it'd be cute on my bookshelf. So not crafting at all, but thought it was really cute. So I bought that. And then I found some papers. So I thought this might work for the readathon, maybe. I really could not find good carnival vibe stuff in general, actually. This was like kind of the closest I could find, but it is thicker cardstock, so I don't really want to use it. So I might not use any scrap paper because the other two I got are just ones that I liked. So I got this one, which is like getting washed out, but it's like a pool because I think I'm gonna make a chlorine spread for the book Chlorine. And then this one I thought was just really cute. It's like oranges, maybe. I think it's oranges. I thought that might be really cute for June. So the other two papers I got don't match at all. This one might, but I don't think I'm gonna use it. I think I might just try to do stickers and washi tape. So I bought this sticker sheet because actually I really liked this one in particular, and I thought that the leopard might go with the carnival vibes, like kind of more vintage circus, I guess it really more so goes with. But I actually like a lot of these stickers. Most of these won't be used today. This is also kind of like a vintage circus feeling sticker. Most of these I will not use today. Here's a ticket one, a ticket stub. But I liked these anyway, so I wanted to That one's really cute. I didn't even notice that one. The little strip of butterflies. That's all one sticker. That's really cute. I like a lot of these. A lot. But most of these won't be used today. But we'll see. I think those are all of my intentional purchases. And then I have all of these because their clearance was buy 2 get 3 free. So I found a bunch of stuff over there that I liked. So one, they had this cute little stamp set. And I really like the moon one. So I got this little stamp set. They're very small. This is a sticker sheet with just some letters and numbers. They had these small packs of cardstock. And I thought it had some pretty cute patterns in it. So I bought this one with all these patterns. I don't really like this pattern, but I like the cherry one, and this pink plaid one I think will end up matching a few themes. I'm not a fan of this one either, but I do like this strawberry one. And then they had another one, which I love this one actually. I got 2 of these ones, and they also had some sticker sheets that match this one. So it's all these like bug ones, and I love it. Oh, like look how cute. There are all these like little bugs. I think it's really cute. There is one with plaid, and that kind of just goes with the color theme. There's a checkered one, which I love. Another bug one. And then this one's okay. It's a little bit too big for my liking, but there's that one too. I feel like there's another one in here. Oh yeah, there's one with stripes. So I actually got 2 of those ones because I really liked them. And then they had sticker sheets that matched that. So I got 3 sets of the same sticker sheet because there's not that many stickers on it. But it has some of the bugs and some foliage. Thought it was cute. I think that'll be really cute for June. But also because I bought that paper with the oranges on it, they had this pack of stickers and the buy 2 get 3 free, and it had some of the stickers, so I thought that would be cute to go with that paper. Oh, and you know what, then they had a sticker sheet that matched that other pack of cardstock. So they have a few pages with these stickers on them, which some of them are cute, like the strawberry. I think that's cute. I don't really like that one. Probably won't use that one, but a lot of them are cute. And then there's a couple pages of this set, so it's got like a little more strawberry, some cherries, you know, it's cute. Some of them are cute, some of them not so much, but it was practically free. So that's my little Joann haul. So I have to finish my April spread. So I did put all my books in. I started my stats page and my other wrap-up page, but I gotta finish that. And then I have my May calendar, but I have to like decorate it. And then I have stuff printed out for some Escape the Readathon spreads. So I gotta do that. I don't really know what I'm doing. I did buy the sticker sheet that Lexi's selling, so I have that. And I did buy the little ticket sticker that she sold originally first before she ended up doing the sticker sheet. So I have both of those, and then I do have these like vintage ones, which I don't think I will use, but I do have them. I do really like the vintage clowns. Maybe on the stats page or something. We'll see. Because it like these 2 things together don't really match. So if I end up using these, it'll be on like one page by itself away from the other stickers. So we'll see how that works out. So that's the plan right now, is to finish my April wrap-up spread and then start my May stuff. Okay, so I ended up losing daylight yesterday, but I did end up mostly finishing my journal, so I just wanted to show you guys how everything came out. So I just finished up my April spread, so this is all the books that I read in April, and I did my star rating next to them. And then I just finished the last minute touches to the stats page. I added that in there, and then I did my book of the month, my favorite book that I read, and then my books bought, and I kind of tried to get a little fancy with a little arcade game there to list the books that I bought. And then I kept it pretty simple. I decided to really just mostly use these washi tapes, which I believe I got from Paper Haunts on Etsy. I'll link them down below. They also have a website, but I ordered from their Etsy shop. And then just Lexi's sticker sheet that she made. And then I still have some stickers left for my like stats page and all the other pages once I get to it. But I kept the calendar pretty simple. And then this is the Escape the Readathon spread. I will use this area for the games that my team gets to and plays. I don't know what I'm going to do for them yet. I'm going to look around Canva and see if I get inspired by anything in particular. I was thinking maybe doing like balloons or something, or maybe I'll do something that matches the game if I can do that. I don't know. We'll see. And then I made my own list on Canva of the prompts and what they stand for, like the buildings and what the prompt is. And then I just kind of did the header for my TBR, my books read page. My books read, I always end up waiting until the end of the month because I like to make sure that I can space out the books very nice. So I wait until the month is over before I actually put them down, but it'll have the pictures of the book covers per usual for me. I do still have to technically finish this page. I don't know quite what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm pretty much just going to decorate it a little bit more and have some type of list or design and literally just write out and list my TBR, kind of like I did here. I keep my TBRs pretty basic because I never know what I'm ever going to actually get to. So all my TBRs are pretty much just books listed. So I still have to technically do that. I just ran out of motivation yesterday, but I will eventually do it. And then I did not start my stats page or like my DNF/best book/purchases page. I wait till the end of the month for that as well. So yeah, that is the journaling. Okay, so I have a bunch of reading updates to give you guys. So first off, I finished Grey Dog by Elliot Gish. I did end up enjoying this. I did like the audiobook. Like I said, I enjoy an audiobook for a historical book because the narrator tends to, have a historical tone to them. So I feel like it adds to it. So I did like the audiobook. I think the audiobook narrator did a very good job. This book is extremely slow burn. This is the slowest slow burn horror I've ever read. It doesn't, kind of small things happen once in a while, but it doesn't really pick up until 75% of the way in, and it doesn't really pick up until the last 5%. So it is an absolute slow burn to its core. So you have to like historical and you have to like slow burn. I did like the way it ended. But yeah, I didn't absolutely love it. It wasn't a 5-star like I thought it would be. It's a 3.5. I just felt like certain points, I really liked how it ended. And I think the payoff was good, but I just wish there was more said along the way. So this book is set up as like journal entries. So each like chapter is headed by a date. So like October 8th, 1901, whatever. So we're kind of following this woman day to day in a way. It doesn't actually go day by day. There's like weeks and stuff in between some of the entries. But I just wish there was more said along the way, kind of. Like, I wish the writing was a little bit more flowery, a little bit more lyrical. There were moments of the text that stood out, but I wish it just held that longer throughout the book. So I don't mind a slow burn as long as the words I'm reading spark something in me. And while I did enjoy it, I just wish the writing was a little bit more, I guess, poetic in a way, honestly. If it's going to be so long and there's going to be so many words, make the words worth it, I guess. But I did like it. Like, I'm not trying to totally dog this book. I gave it 3.5 stars. Like, I still did really enjoy it, but it just was not what I hoped it would be, I guess. I don't know. There were definitely some creepy moments and some moments of good imagery. I guess I just also thought there would be a little bit more nature stuff going on. There definitely was some, but like I said, it's a pretty long book compared to how thick and how long this book is. Not as much happened as I would have wanted. And then again, the words themselves weren't holding me very tight either. So still really liked it, but definitely not going to be for everybody, and definitely the slowest of slow burns I've ever read. So there's that. 3.5 stars, not too shabby. So then I just finished The Woods All Black. This book took me days to finish. This book's only 150 pages, and it took me no less than 4 days, I think. I don't really know. It wasn't bad, but for whatever reason, this just was not gripping me. I just did not feel compelled to pick it up every time I set it down. I like the idea and I like the premise and I like the themes, but this ended up being much more sexually charged than I expected, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, I really like Alison Rumfitt's books that deal with transphobia. Like, that's a very heavy theme that she writes about, is transphobia, and they are very, well, the one that I read, Tell Me I'm Worth This, is a very heavily sexually charged book, but I really, really liked that one. That was like, I think I gave it 4.5. I don't remember. I really, really enjoyed that one. But this one, just the way that the sexual parts were written is like not my cup of tea. I'm very particular about smut in general. Like, I think it was just like really aggressively written smut, or like spice. I don't really know what you would consider it. The sexual scenes were very aggressive, and I don't like super aggressive sexual parts. So like, quote, pummeled away at his guts, end quote. That line, that sounds so aggressive. I don't like that. So yeah, the sexual parts were a little too aggressive for me. And just, I don't know what it was. I can't put my finger on what it was, but for whatever reason, this book just wasn't gripping me like I thought it would. And then the horror aspect didn't happen for long enough. I liked it, but then then there was a scene that I didn't like in the midst of the horror stuff, and then it's ended. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna give this one 3 stars. It's kind of a bummer. Okay, I have to pop in here real quick. It is actually the next day, and I was just thinking more about The Woods All Black, and I was reading some other people's reviews, and I'm changing my rating. I'm gonna give it 2 stars, which, like, I feel bad about, but I was like telling my husband about it, and I just realized how much I didn't really enjoy the book. I loved the premise and I loved the idea of it, but again, it's 150 pages. It took me 4 days to read. I did not feel inspired or excited to pick it up at any certain point. And then the relationship again was so, the smut was so aggressive, and I don't want to say too much, but I pretty much ended up reading a subgenre that I've never read before, And it feels like I read it against my will because I did not know that that was going to happen in this book. And it's kind of like a spoiler, so I don't want to say what it is, but I'm going to have it as a spoiler review on my Goodreads. Because I already know what my review is going to be for the Goodreads. It's one sentence, and that'll sum it up enough. But yeah, I think I was giving it a 3-star because of how much like promise it had, and I loved the idea and the premise, but it really did not, I just really did not like it now that I'm thinking about it. At first I thought maybe I just didn't care as much, but I actively dislike it. And then it pitches itself as a blood-soaked revenge, which is so misleading because the revenge, like, I think 2 people die way too quick in my opinion, and it just like really didn't hold on to a good revenge like I thought it would. Like Slewfoot, as much as I had issues with Slewfoot by Brom, that is a blood-soaked revenge. The ending was so great. That's what I wanted for this one, and it was literally like maybe 2 pages of 2 guys dying in very anticlimactic ways. I think the whole town should have suffered. But yeah, so 2 stars, unfortunately, but I didn't like it. I have to be honest, I didn't like it. So just wanted to come in and straighten that out because yeah. Okay, back to the other recording. Okay, and then last update, I am going to not finish this next book on this vlog. I will open up the next vlog with starting this, hopefully maybe finishing it. It is the 10th. So I'm going to end the vlog today. So this isn't an hour long. I have a feeling it's already pretty long because I've read quite a few books. I will do a quick unboxing too to wrap up the video, just because I also have 3 other boxes of books that I'm going to open next week's vlog with. So that's already going to add a lot of time. So I'm going to open at least 1 book box now. Next vlog, it's pretty much going to open with me opening more book boxes, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, I did start The Devil in Silver by Victor LaValle. This is my first Victor LaValle book. I didn't realize how much he has written. He's written a lot of books. Most recently, I think his most recent release was Lone Woman or Lone Women, but people really enjoyed that one. That's like a time travel historical one. This one is so good so far. So in this book, we follow our main character, Pepper, and in the beginning of the book, he gets arrested by these police officers, and they don't feel like dealing with him and kind of want to stick it to him and decide to put him into a mental institution for a 72-hour hold. Well, these 72 hours comes and goes, and he is still in the mental institution, and he doesn't have clear reason to really be there. So I am listening to the audiobook for this, which is so good. It's actually narrated by Victor LaValle, and he just does such a great job. I'm thoroughly enjoying the story. I'm about 50% of the way in. So I will continue reading that. For my audiobook, for my physical book, I guess technically digital, I think I'm going to switch to my Kindle for a little bit. And I think I'm going to read Amelia. I don't know the author's name, but we will close this vlog out with this Fairy Loot package. I just got this today. I think it is the April box. I don't know. Let's find out. All right. I don't know which one this is. Ooh, but the top edges look very pretty. Oh, okay. I knew this. Evocation. Is that how you say that? I think so. Evocation by S.T. Gibson. This is a colorway change. The original is kind of like blue or green. Okay, I'm not going to say anything, but that's an interesting design choice. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That is an interesting design choice. It makes me a little uncomfortable, but okay, that was a choice. Oh, there's a reversible cover. Oh, it's like, I don't know, like the inverse, I guess, of the front cover. I don't know. I really like the end papers, though. These are really pretty. Do I know what this is about? No. I don't remember. I've never read from S.T. Gibson before. I wonder if the devil's in here based on this picture. I've never read from S.T. Gibson yet. I have A Dowry of Blood. I know. I need to read it. It's in the plans. I'm just terrified because, like, I think I'm going to love it. So the pressure just keeps building. This is really pretty, though. I do like this. The pages are, like, pure white. Oh, I didn't show you the naked book. And then there's that. It's pretty. Let's see. When a family curse threatens the life of David, a medium, he will turn to the only person he's ever trusted, his sorcerer ex-boyfriend, Reese, which means he will have to open his heart to Moira, Reese's astrologer wife. They navigate magic-riddled Boston through hierarchical secret societies, familial bonds from beyond the grave, and much more in this gorgeous, richly imagined novel. It sounds good, but I'm pretty sure that there's quite a few negative reviews about this book so far. I don't know though. I don't have anything to compare it to so far because I have yet to read Dowry of Blood. Maybe I should read this before Dowry of Blood, just so Dowry of Blood is even better or something. I don't know. We'll see. Ooh, I see blue and purple. All right, here we go. Darker by 4. I don't know what this is. I like the cover. It's pretty. We've been getting a lot of blue and purple, I feel like. The edges are really pretty, though. Very, very detailed. These digital edges are going crazy now. Ooh, the naked book's really pretty. But first, we have a reversible cover. I have a feeling that that is probably similar to the original cover, and it definitely looks like a YA cover on this side, so I definitely like this side way better. The naked book is really pretty. It almost looks like, I guess, smoke, but almost like water too. But I guess it's probably supposed to be smoke. Focus. There we go. Very pretty. Character artwork on the end pages, which is really pretty. I like this artwork a lot. So, what is this about? It says, Rue? Is it Rue? Ryu? Rui? I don't know. Ryu is an exorcist in training with one goal in mind, honing her magic to avenge her mother's death. Yiren is a black sheep of an illustrious family. The world would be at his feet had he been born with magic. But when an accident causes Ryu's power to transfer to Yiren, I'm sure I'm saying these names totally wrong, sorry. Everything turns upside down. Without her magic, she has no tool for vengeance. With it, he finally feels like he belongs. As dangerous monsters overrun the city, Ryu will do whatever it takes to regain her power, even if that means making a deal with the shadowy stranger to track down a god who does not wish to be found. It is a YA urban fantasy with an achingly slow burn romance at its heart. It says it's perfect for fans of Legendborn and The Mortal Instruments, both of which I've never read, but there's that. It's really pretty. I will have to look up reviews because honestly, as it sits now, I'm not dying to pick it up, but depending on what people say about it, I might. So that is going to be everything for today's video. If you made it to this point, leave me like a bull emoji down below for devil and silver so that I know, or like the devil emoji, whatever you want, one of those two, that'll work. As always, thank you so much for spending some of your time with me while I sit down and talk about books. If you haven't yet, please give the video a like, subscribe for future content, turn on the bell notification, all the fun YouTube things that help your girl out, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye!